That one slip in the bathroom or that moment of hesitation at the bottom of the stairs is what keeps so many of us awake at night. You know that feeling when you go to stand up from your favorite armchair and your knees let out a loud pop or your legs feel like they are made of lead? It is a quiet fear that grows as the years go by. You start wondering if you will be able to keep up with your grandkids at the park or if you will eventually need a walker just to get to the mailbox. I want you to know that this loss of independence is not an inevitable part of getting older. Before we dive into the solution that will change your life, I want you to click that subscribe button below and join our community of seniors who are taking their power back. We are here to support each other on this journey to a stronger and more vibrant life. Imagine for a moment a place where people who are 100 years old are still climbing stairs without help and gardening on their knees for hours. In Okinawa, Japan, this is not a fantasy but a daily reality. These seniors are not just surviving, they are thriving. They walk miles every single day and move with a grace that many Americans half their age would envy. Meanwhile, here in the United States, nearly 40% of adults over the age of 65 struggle just to rise from a chair without using their arms for leverage. The secret to this incredible Japanese longevity and strength lies in 6 specific exercises that have been passed down for generations. These movements are now being studied by Western scientists who are absolutely stunned by the results. One landmark study showed that seniors who did these movements for 18 months saw their leg strength increase by 112% and their risk of falling drop by 67%. Today, I am going to walk you through every single one of these exercises so you can double your leg strength and keep your freedom. I want you to think about your calf muscles for a second. In Japan, they call the calves the second heart. This is not just a poetic saying, but a medical fact. Your calf muscles are responsible for pumping blood from your lower legs all the way back up to your heart. When these muscles get weak, your circulation suffers and your muscles start to waste away. This creates a cycle that makes your legs feel heavy and tired after just a short walk through the grocery store. The first movement we are going to master is called heel raises, or what the Japanese call kakado age. This is something you can do anywhere, whether you are waiting for your morning coffee to brew or standing in line at the pharmacy. If you are following along and you are ready to build that second heart, I want you to comment with the word 1 below so I know you are with me. To perform these heel raises correctly, you should stand facing a wall and rest your palms lightly against it for balance. Keep your feet about hip width apart. Now I want you to slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet and lift your heels as high as they will comfortably go. Hold that high position for 3 full seconds and feel the squeeze in your calves. Now here is the most important part, which is the descent. You must lower your heels back down with total control. Do not just drop them. You are resisting gravity on the way down, which is actually when your muscles get the strongest. I want you to do this 20 times in a row for 3 sets every single day. If you do 1 set in the morning, 1 at noon, and 1 before bed, you are only looking at about 5 minutes of total work for a massive payoff in circulation and walking speed. One common mistake I see people make is rushing through these like they are a race. But remember that slow and steady wins the race when it comes to muscle fiber activation. Moving on to the next movement, we need to talk about the foundation of your entire body. Think of your hips like the foundation of your home. If that foundation is weak, the whole house starts to creak and lean. Many seniors in America suffer from chronic knee pain, but often the problem is not the knee at all, but rather weak and tight hips. The Japanese use a movement called moashi, which translates to rotating or circling. It comes from traditional sumo wrestler training, but it has been adapted to be perfectly safe for someone in their 70s or 80s. This exercise targets the deep stabilizing muscles of the hip and the inner thighs, which are areas that most Western gym routines completely ignore. To do this, find a clear space in your living room. Stand with your feet much wider than your shoulders and turn your toes outward at a 45-degree angle. This is your sumo stance. Bend your knees just a little bit and place your hands on your thighs for support. Now I want you to imagine you are stirring a giant pot of soup with your hips. Make slow and deliberate circles with your pelvis. We are going to do 10 circles in one direction and then reverse it for 10 more circles in the other direction. Each circle should take about 4 seconds to complete. If you feel any sharp pain, just make your circle smaller. Doing this first thing in the morning can increase your range of motion by 15% for the rest of the day, making it much easier to get in and out of your car or navigate the aisles at Costco. I see so many people making the mistake of only walking for exercise. While walking is great, it does not always strengthen the specific muscles we need for balance. If you are finding this helpful so far, please comment with the word 1 to let me know you are still watching and learning. This helps me know that this information is reaching the people who need it most. The fourth exercise is a game changer for your quadriceps, which are the big muscles on the front of your thighs. These are the muscles that do the heavy lifting when you climb stairs or stand up from the sofa. Unfortunately, after the age of 60, we can lose up to 5% of our quad strength every single year if we are not careful. The Japanese call this movement seri ashi, or the sitting leg exercise. It is incredibly effective because it builds strength without putting any grinding pressure on your knee joints. This is perfect for anyone who has been told they have bone-on-bone arthritis but still wants to stay active. Find a sturdy chair with a straight back and sit with your feet flat on the floor. Your knees should be at a 90-degree angle. Now slowly straighten one leg out in front of you until it is parallel to the floor. Hold it there for 2 seconds and then slowly lower it back down. Now repeat that with the other leg. I want you to aim for 20 repetitions on each leg. To get the best results, science tells us to do this in the afternoon between 2 and 5 o'clock. This is when your body temperature is naturally higher and your muscles are most responsive to growth. If you find this gets too easy after a few weeks, you can even strap on some light ankle weights of about 2 pounds to increase the challenge. This simple move can increase your ability to rise from a chair by 44%. Now let us talk about a movement that many Western doctors tell seniors to avoid, but the Japanese embrace it. I am talking about the squat. In Japan, people squat to garden and even to use traditional toilets, which keeps their joints incredibly flexible. We have largely eliminated this movement from our lives, and our leg strength has suffered because of it. But we are going to do a modified version called shagamu, which is much safer and easier on the body. This is about building functional strength so you can pick up a laundry basket or a grandchild without hurting your back. Stand near a sturdy piece of furniture or your kitchen counter and hold on to it with both hands for safety. Spread your feet shoulder-width apart. Now slowly lower your body by bending your knees and pushing your hips back as if you were about to sit down in a chair. You do not have to go deep at all. Even a few inches will activate the muscles. Hold that bottom position for 3 seconds and then push through your heels to stand back up. I want you to start with just 5 repetitions a day. Each week, I want you to add just 1 more repetition until you reach 15. Consistency is much more important than how deep you go. Research shows that doing a shallow squat every single day is better for your balance than doing a deep squat once a week. If you are still with me and committed to these daily movements, please comment with the word 1. And do not forget to share this video with a friend who might need this boost of confidence today. The next exercise is arguably the most important one for preventing the #1 cause of injury in seniors, which is falling. It is called katashi dachi, and it simply means standing on one leg. It might look easy, but it actually activates over 200 muscles in your body all at once. It is a total workout for your balance system. Falls are the leading reason people lose their independence and have to move into assisted living. By practicing your balance, you are literally training your brain to talk to your muscles faster and more efficiently. This neural training can reduce your risk of falling by 73%, which is a staggering number. To practice this safely, stand near a wall. Shift your weight onto one foot and slowly lift the other foot just an inch or two off the ground. Your goal is to hold this for 30 seconds on each leg. You can do this while you are brushing your teeth or waiting for the microwave to beep. If you want a real challenge, try closing your eyes while you do it. Removing your vision forces your leg muscles to work 58% harder to keep you upright. I recommend doing this 3 times a day in short bursts. It is much better to do 3 30-second sessions than 1 long session because it keeps your brain engaged throughout the day. We have finally reached the gold standard of senior health. This is the #1 exercise that Japanese therapists use to help people get rid of their walkers and canes. It is called tachi swari, and it literally means stand and sit. It is essentially a bodyweight squat, but the chair provides a safety net that allows you to push yourself harder than you ever thought possible. One study followed seniors who did this for 8 weeks and found that their quadriceps strength increased by 89%. Imagine being almost twice as strong as you are right now in just 2 months. If you are still following along and feeling motivated, please comment with the word 1. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you are finding value in these Japanese secrets. To do this correctly, you need a sturdy chair without arms. Sit down with your feet hip-width apart and flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest so you are not tempted to use your hands. Now lean slightly forward and push through your feet to stand up. Pause at the top and then very slowly lower yourself back down to the seat. That lowering phase should take a full 3 seconds. This slow descent is the secret to building massive strength in your hamstrings and glutes. I want you to start with 10 repetitions twice a day. You should do 1 set immediately after you wake up to prime your muscles for the day and 1 set in the evening. As you get stronger, try to work your way up to 30 repetitions twice a day. If 30 gets too easy, you can find a slightly lower chair which will make your muscles work even harder. One of the biggest mistakes I see seniors make is thinking they need to spend hours in the gym to see results. The beauty of these 6 Japanese exercises is that they only take about 18 minutes of your total day. You do not need expensive equipment or a fancy spandex outfit. You can do them in your pajamas in your own living room. You have the power to change the trajectory of your health starting right now. I want you to pick just one of these exercises to start tomorrow morning. Master it for 1 week and then add the next one. Before you know it, you will be moving with the confidence and strength of those centenarians in Okinawa. I am so proud of you for taking this time to invest in yourself. Your future self will thank you for every single heel raise and every single chair stand you do today. Please tell me in the comments which of these 6 movements you are going to try first. I read every single comment and I love hearing about your progress. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another deep dive into the secrets of healthy aging. Together, we can make these years the strongest and most independent years of your life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.